Hey guys, I'm back again with another Theorycraft Games Loki video. This time, we're gonna speculate, learn about a few key devs, and dig through the assets that have been revealed so far. Shout out to Disturbo on the Theorycraft Games Discord. Their post inspired me to make this video. Let's go back in time, all the way back to March 4th, 2021. Here you can see Theorycraft Games' first Twitter activity. They just announced the studio.
Theorycraft Games raised $37.5 million in their Series A.
There were a lot of articles. Most importantly, the character silhouettes were much different than they are now. You could see I was speculating about this red one over a year ago on Reddit, thinking the game may be a class-based shooter similar to TF2 or even Conker's Live and Reloaded. From left to right I speculated: Prospector, Support, Tank, Heavy, Pyro, Close Range AoE, Sniper, Long Range, Explosives Demo, Stealthy Melee Assassin, Brute Force Melee, and Swifty Short Range Shotgun. You can also see the first ever playtest for Loki was announced June 24th, 2021, which is roughly 4 months after Theorycraft announced its existence March 4th, 2021, but 8 months after Joe and others co-founded TC November 2020. Who's Joe, you may ask?
So for the last 10 years, we haven't just been making League of Legends. Hey everyone, Joe here again on behalf of the League dev team.
We knew we wanted to make a standalone take on the Halo universe.
Over the past few weeks, the League dev team has transitioned to working from home in response to the COVID-19 outbreak.
Joe Tung, also known as New001, is a co-founder and CEO of Theorycraft Games. You may be familiar with him. He spent 7+ years at Bungie and near 8 years at Riot. Some in the League community called him Lee Sin. Joe served as executive producer on Halo Reach and Destiny before moving on to Riot Games, eventually becoming executive vice president for the League of Legends franchise. He was often sharing details about updates to the community on camera. These gray silhouettes were the backdrop for the TC website early on in 2021. You could see some of them appear in the red silhouette lineup, as these were the same time period. We're going to focus more on the red lineup and the similarities to the current lineup. The most obvious comparison here between the old and newer lineup revealed in February of 2022 is the Sniper character. Although there appears to be a female character with a sword in both lineups, the rest, however, are pretty ambiguous. Here are the first 4 characters, no names yet, revealed September 2022 alongside the announcement that they raised $50 million in Series B funding led by Makers Fund. Clearly some sort of sniper, so we shall call her Sniper for now. Pretty straightforward, you could see her in the lineup. These new silhouettes have a ton of visual clarity and are easily distinguishable. Next up, we shall call this dual wielder Blue Devil. I'd suspect this character to be short to mid-range, as opposed to the sniper hero. Very badass, perhaps an assassin type. Due to Disturbo's post, we shall call this next guy Big Red, who is quite prominent across Loki promotional material, albeit a bit hidden. More on that later. This big beefy boy has a monstrous arm and what appears to be a shotgun. These 3 are pretty clear, but we are forgetting someone who isn't present in the current lineup: the Pyro. From very early on, this character seemed to be at the forefront of Loki. Concept art of this character was posted on Theorycraft's own Joshua Bryan Smith's Instagram in October and November 2021. This hero was very prominent on the Theorycraft Games website before the redesign, and still is to this day. In fact, the Pyro has 3 emojis in the TC Discord already. Now, let's return to Big Red and Disturbo's post of assets. They say, "With the character reveals, I've gotten a bit obsessed with the large red guy, and it turns out there's a couple of assets that feature them throughout the stuff we've gotten so far. And so with that, here is a compilation of said assets. The dark, sketchy looking area seems to have a name, Colt Corner, as per the file name in one of the pages where it is visible. The arm is so cool, especially the ability to extend it. It looks like some sort of magic or curse, maybe the same one we see in the last image attached. Remember Joe? This is his Discord PFP, another rendition of Big Red. There's a Discord emoji of this character as well, but that's not all. The best is yet to come. On the TC website, there are a few of these really dim background pages. They can go unnoticed at first glance. I've made it easier to see. This gives us really good insight into Big Red. I am unsure who this big body covering the right side of the page is, but certainly most of the rest are Big Red. This top one, he stretches his monstrous arm for what I imagine is a grab or a hook, similar to Blitzcrank in League, Roadhog in Overwatch, Pudge in Dota, or Sylvanas in Smite. This next image shows him firing his gun and leaning back in a careless manner. These other three all seem to be the same slam attack, but from different angles or perspectives where he smashes the ground. Oh, and don't forget this guy. I think we've seen him somewhere before. This character and his silhouette seem to both have a BFG, so for now I'll just call him Gun. I was just about to wrap this up, went to grab this image from Theorycraftgames.com, and I found something else. This image, I tried to darken it, but it's quite hard to see still. On the right side, I believe this is Big Red, but in the center here, we have an armored hero wielding a hammer and shield. That's about it, folks. Thanks for your time. I'm a bit new to this, so thanks for your support. I'll post my playtest referral form and other links in the description. Take care. Peace out.